All right, that is an intro to today's pattern release. It is by Itch To Stitch and it's called the Mariz top. And I was a pattern tester. So if you saw my previous video, you know that we are now rolling out some of the pattern tests that I have been working on over the past few weeks when I was away from YouTube, but was still sewing here and there. And there were a few tests that I worked on, and the Mariz top is one of them. And so I actually have on, you can't tell, because this was done, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, perhaps. By the time you're seeing this, it is on sale. I will have a link down in the description box. Of course, you do not have to use it. It is an affiliate link. And yes, I do make a small bitty commission from that if you decide to use the link, but you do not have to use the link. I highly suggest, if you do want to see a variation of this top on other bodies, do go to the website and look at all of the tester versions. That at least gives you an idea of how this top looks on different body types and different fabrics. And one of the things I will highly suggest is make sure you pick the right fabric. I have two of these tops. This is the second one, and it is in a fabric that I definitely would not sew it in again, but we are going to get into what this top is all about. So the description of the top, very simple. It's a t-shirt like top. It has very nice details at the shoulders, at the front and the back. It is a raglan sleeve top. The sizing for Itch To Stitch, you all know I absolutely love Itch To Stitch patterns. There are quite a few different pattern companies that you may notice that I stick to because of the block and the fitting that I can get for the look that I want. And there is a playlist. I will pop that. It will pop up at the end of this video if you want to see other Itch To Stitch patterns that I have made up, including she does have a couple free patterns. So if you want to just try Itch To Stitch just to see how you like the instructions and whatnot, check that out. But this does have regular and full bust options. I will go over the sizing that I chose here momentarily. Like I said, it is raglan sleeve. I'm going to pop up the line drawing here. You can't see, unfortunately, in the fabrics that I made the tops up in about the raglan sleeves and the gathering that is at the front and back, but I'll try my best to show you here. But I'm going to pop up the line drawing. You do have two neckline options. One is a round neck, which is what this version is in, and then the second is a round split neck version, which is the other version that I am wearing. You do have three sleeve lengths. You have the short sleeve, long sleeve, and of course the kind of medium short 3/4 inch sleeve. And so it is a when I say this is super easy to make, I believe you can get this, I'll give you an hour and a half. You can sew it up within an hour. Now this one might take a little bit more time because you do have the binding that goes along the neckline here, the V point, but it is fine. It's not anything complicated. The instructions are very clear on how you put this all together. Now let me go over the sizing for this. I am, just for reference, I am 5'7", and this pattern is made for 5'6". Now, even having said that, I know I've mentioned this in other videos, make sure you measure. Although I am 5'7", I am shorter in the torso, and so usually maybe for people who are taller, they may have to lengthen because their torso, the upper part is tall, you know, they're taller, longer in the upper part, but I am not. So for me, shortening or lengthening this, I did not need to do, even though it is made for a height of 5'6" inches. And so the body measurements, she starts at a size 00, which is a 31, and that is 31 inch, and it goes all the way up to a 40, which full bust 40 is 63 inches, and that's body measurements. That does not take into account the ease of the pattern, so that alone is letting you know that it is a nice wide range in size inclusive. What were my measurements and what size did I cut out? So my full bust is 52. My waist is 48 and my hip is 59. So the sizing I did, I graded between sizing. And again, with Itch to Stitch pattern, she has instructions in here and show you how you can grade between sizes for your pattern. Very easy. You're really going along the design of the pattern. Very easy to do, even for shortening and lengthening. So for full bust, I said I'm 52, so I did 24 at the full bust. For the waist, I'm 48, so I did a size 32. And then for the hip, I'm at 59, so I went out to a 38. And so that is the sizing that I used. Of course, like I said before, I will leave the measurements currently where I'm at the time that I made this pattern. So very super easy to put together. It is 4 pieces. 5 if you are doing the split neck option. So that's because you have a separate binding piece. And obviously the piece for the neckline is different than the neckline for the round. And again, you cannot see all of the detail with the gathering, but that is one of the things I absolutely love about this. I will pop up, this actually was my muslin, my wearable muslin for this. When I tell you the fit was spot on out the gate, I'll pop up a quick video that I had sent out to Kenneth for just showing the fit and how everything draped. It was absolutely beautiful. The difference here is, now this is made for knits, and let me see if it gets into the type of knit. I'll just tell you, this knit right here that I use, would not recommend if you have something similar to it. We're going to talk about it, but you do use a knit. This here is beautiful. This is a rayon knit, jersey knit, cotton, something that has some body but is a little bit more stable. So your rayon jersey, your like I said, cotton jersey, regular jersey knits, things like that. Even a ponte with this would be nice. Obviously, I think, well, here I'm in Texas, I'm not thinking of a ponte because that's cooler and definitely don't need anything that heavy. But this here is a very nice drape. And then the one that I have on, it's okay. I picked this up from, if you saw my haul from when I went, excuse me, went to Mood when it opened here in Houston. I went there and I bought 3 yards of this, and so that's what this is. I do not like this fabric. We're going to talk about it. Let's get into the instructions. It's a t-shirt. It's not hard at all, but again, if you like details such as gathering at the sleeves, so the gathers is just, if I can show you on Lady Dane, I know you can't really see, but the gathers is just cut from the top to just below around the bust area is where the gathering is, and you'll be able to see it closer up on this one when I stand up and show you. And it's in the front and the back, so it gives it, it's to me an elevated t-shirt, and that's why I knew when I picked this one to test that I would love it, because it's elevated. And I did remove, you'll see the video coming up in the closet, edit some tops and realize the type of tops I prefer to wear, that's easy, that I tend to reach for a lot, are tops like this, that just over, compare it with some shorts, some denim shorts, regular shorts, whatever, or even some culottes, because I do have plans to make more of those. But so there's not much to say or show. I will pop up pictures and everything here momentarily how I looked in this. I wore these with some black shorts that I made. They were from Simplicity, a Mimi G Simplicity pattern from like 3 years ago. About 2 years ago that I paired this with. Very simple, and that's the type of thing I like, because I do want a few more pairs of shorts and tops like this that has just that elevated look where they're gathering at the sleeves, or you have this, let me see if you can see that V-neck. Now all of this up here, I don't know if you can tell, I do not like how this turns out. Her instructions are great for this, but the fabric for me, my machine, even though I used the right needle, just was not having it. If you can tell, I have on just some shorts underneath, also me made, but if I I'm gonna back up here. You can see the fit on me is still good for this. The sizing, everything is still fine, right? But this fabric, when I tell you a couple things, it's see-through. Yeah, can you see that? I don't know if you can tell, but you can see like the color of my shorts. You can't like see through it, but you can see the color of my shorts through here. And I don't know if you can tell that I have on a black bra. But yeah, and it's just, I did not like this fabric at all. At all. It was too finicky. It curled a lot. When I gathered it, because again, you gather along the sleeve, I don't know if you'll be able to tell just a little bit better here, but where I gathered here along the sleeve and I needed to take out the gathers, it would not, two things with the gathering. You know how you can adjust your gathers when you put a gather in somewhere in the garment. Once the gathering stitches were in, I could not adjust them. The fabric would not allow me to shift or move along the gather at all. And I used the longest stitch length, 5 on my machine. It would not allow me to adjust the gathers in here, for one. And then 2, when I went to unpick, I don't know what it was. When I went to unpick you know how you see the gathers if you did some gathering. When I went to unpick, I could barely get out the stitches, and once I did, it left little bitty holes. Obviously you cannot see close up. I couldn't show you this, but I know that it's like these little bitty nicks, and that's 2 things. One, probably could have went down to a microtex needle because this is such a thin fabric, but I also think that it's just so thin. It's so thin. Now, I will continue to wear this. There's nothing wrong with this top at all. There's nothing wrong. I don't like the finishing because it was, once I started stitching, it was just very finicky. It curled a lot on the ends. Did not like that. And so when I was doing the binding that goes around here, it was just curling. And yeah, but I like that V. I wanted to do the round neck opening with the V because I like that look. I like round necks, and so I want to do it again in a different, probably a solid, because now that I've done it twice in prints. Initially this top was something, this design is something I always, you know, when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I will always make that in a print of some sort, excuse me, of some sort. But now that I've made 2 in print, I'm thinking I want another solid round neck and a solid with the V. So super easy to put together. Doesn't, amount of fabric. You don't need a ton of fabric for this. This, as a matter of fact, was 60 inches wide. This fabric actually was from if you saw my video from the sewing retreat this year, we had a big fabric and pattern swap. And so this is from Winifred. Winifred, if you're watching, I use my fabric. So this was from the retreat. And so, but it's a nice rayon jersey, really nice to sew up. But you only need, so for depending on your size, you're gonna get, for me, because I went between size 24 through 38, so it calls for a short sleeve only 1 7/8 yards. So 2 yards, you should be fine. But make sure the fabric is at a minimum of 54 inches wide, because the pattern pieces for the sleeve is just laid out flat, cut in 2 pieces. So you know those curve, that bell curve, you make sure you have enough fabric for that. And then also being larger, if you fall into the larger size range like me, you always know what I say, wider width fabric, because if you're going out, you need to be able to cover the whole width of what you need when you're putting that pattern piece down. So that is something I recommend. Instruction wise, there is nothing here for me to really say about the instructions because they're so easy to follow. Both very super easy to follow. As a matter of fact, I do like how if you put binding into necklines, I don't want to stretch it out, but you put the stay stitching around where the V is gonna go, right? You do your stay stitching, cut, but don't cut through the V, and then you just lay it flat. So it's like this, and then you cut into that V, and you're able to stitch flat across your binding right there and flip it over. And then when you turn it back up from the inside, you are stitching that binding down and pressing it over. And I think you should be able to see that. See that? You're able to stitch that binding once you do the stitch that at the angle, and once you stitch it down, then you got that nice little V. Makes the V part easy breezy to put together. Outside of that, that is it. Super duper easy top. Highly recommend the Mariz top, and it is on sale starting the day that you're seeing this, which I believe is the 6th. I believe is May 6th that you're seeing this video. Yes, it should be May 6th. If you have any questions, any thoughts, let me know what you think of the different versions. Again, use the right fabric. Don't use anything super thin like this. This is like tissue. I don't even know what at Mood they didn't have the description on the bolt for this fabric. So I really don't, I know it's a knit, but type of knit, way too thin. Stick to your rayon jersey. A ponte would be beautiful in this. In the fall, maybe cooler times, or depending on the hemisphere you in, this might be the time of year you will make it in a ponte. Highly recommend. Very good pattern, easy to make. And yeah, I will leave a link to it down in the description box. If you have any questions, please let me know. But stay tuned for Sunday's video. That will be, I believe it's the other test I worked on. That pattern should be releasing as well. So stay tuned for another pattern release, or you'll get the closet edit coming up, or a fabric haul. One of the two. One of the three. You're getting something good coming up on Sunday, so stay tuned. All right, everybody, have a blessed one, and we will see you on Sunday. Bye.